Hello everyone, it's Peter here, Piotr listener from ScreenProtector and the Inte team. How are you doing, guys? Okay? So, in today's episode we've got this Xbox One X, which is on the ground here. Yes, now it's dust free, but it was really dusty, which is a common thing. Only in some of the cases it's surviving. In some of the cases it doesn't. I'll show you here on the photos which I've taken. You see that's how it should have always, but it's plenty of dust. It had to it had to overheat. Okay, so that caused a problem with TDP158 probably, because this chip is really fragile. Okay, I've got one wrong photo. It doesn't. These two are the same, but you get the point. Yes, it's a lot of dust here. Now, what I did as tests is I did check the pinout on the HDMI port, and I got here Series S, PS5. Yes, left red probe to right black probe. And so I've got them, they are similar. PS5, look at the Series S, yes, you can see that these are the same here. You did check with the really similar ones, yes. So only there is an issue because you don't see the bottom, but now you can see the bottom. It's 1420 here, and it's 1386 here, but in general, that these are like really similar, but 1X have different ones, and I did check how it is. You can see that this is a pair, yes, of two OLs. So if you check on the diode mode, yes, open loop, and then it's different, from each pin. When I look at the board, it's different to what we see in PS5 and Series S. Yes, I will check Series X as well just to have a comparison. But the problem I'm having is this chip here. I did check all the capacitors for shorts, nothing wrong with it. I did check HDMI port for loosened connections, nothing. It's looking really okay. So yay, yes, it's not a problem with the port, I'd say. It's looking robust. I did check those filters here, EG3, EG4. I did check them for the continuity. So they've got continuity, and when you look at the port here, so these two can have some signal together in between them, which is dropped down like in the diode mode, yes, but I can't say exactly because I don't just remember, yes. And then to the ground they've got as well, so I'm wondering if I will have the same reading on the working one. Yes, that's what my curiosity is right now. I would have to open another working one, which I know I have, but at the end of the day I don't have it anywhere written down, so I will write it down, and then after replacing TDP158 I will be able to compare in use as well. Sorry, I'm back, I had to go out. But then again, when I thought about that, I said to myself, okay, but you're a dum-dum. Why I am dum-dum? Because at this EG3, if you would calculate from this side to this side, it's 8 and 9th, and we see that 8 to 9th, I'll share the screen again so that you can see. Here, 8 to the 9th, you have to have a drop of 657 millivolts, yes? And then when you look at the next one, yes, so that's 8 to 9, because that's to the ground, that's a ground. And then again 9 to the 10, yes, 9 to the 10, 8 to the 9 and 9 to the 10, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the 9. So 8, that's the first filter to the ground, so 8 to the 9 is open loop. 8 to the 9 is an open loop, okay? So 8 to the 9, which is, and that's to the ground, yes, this one. And the next one is from the filter. Yes, the next one is the second filter, so 9 to the 10th, so ground to this is 657. So I don't need to test extra because I can see that it has to have this drop. Yes, so that's it, that's all the tests done. The tests are done, yeah, the tests are done, and we can start to remove the chip. So because it's a few minutes job, I will just take my time, I'll remove it, and when it will be nearly done, I'll resume the recording so you don't have to wait for too long, and then we can take it from there because all the tests are done. I'm positive, you know, that if anything can go wrong with it, that's the case, you know, that's the chip. This device is powering on and fine. I can see that sync button is working. It takes disk, it's putting disks out, and when I press the power button, it's going back to the off mode, like standby mode. Yes, so I can't think of anything else apart from the TDP158, and especially that on those chips we've got on those capacitors here we've got no shorts. On filters we've got no shorts. On the port we don't have loose pins, so what else I can do, you know, that's the only common thing in my head. Yes, I remember I just even watched YouTube on the Coders channel, which was the first video, actually it was even liked by me. I just put a comment, like five things on that to that video, yes, just to memorize everything what else I could forget about, but it actually turns out that I remember everything right, so I can just take, I've got those chips in stock as well, so it's not a problem, yeah? Okay, so be right back, I'm heating it up. Okay guys, I will be doing it with 350 degrees, which is the last safe temp for this chip, as per specification, of course, what I read when I was purchasing it. That's 659 Fahrenheit, but 350 was the specification. Okay, so I'll switch to the microscope view so that you can see it, and that temp should be enough to melt it. It will take some time, of course, yes, it's no perfect, it will take, but this is the safe one. I don't need to use a flax because once it's hot, it will go off. So to be true, flax won't help with it. I've tested, and with a flax or without a flax, it just takes the same amount of time. Okay, so yeah, I'll be right back because that's taking several minutes. Okay guys, I'm back. You haven't seen what I've done, but it was too late. I was using 350 degrees, but I forgot that I don't have a preheater, so it's no way that you will do it. So yeah, I had to switch to 450 and then even increase more at the end. So I've used even 480 to the solder at the very end. Yes, of course I need to increase the, after the board has preheated, I've increased the airflow, so I had a higher airflow. I have it on the about halfway through. I can't tell exactly because it didn't bother to check. And then it, of course, let go. Yes, but if you've got a preheater, you don't need to use 450 or more to remove the strip. For real, you can use 350, but with a preheater. If you don't have preheater, no way you're gonna remove it that easily. You have to heat this board really well, and it takes you a few minutes to take it out anyway, so yeah, it's like no chance. Okay, 120, this will go quiet soon. Nice and silky. Yeah, but for real, I have to go for boys, so I'll need to pause this recording, and I'll clean only the spot, and then we can use my T12 soldering station, yes, soldering iron station, so that we can clean the old solder, the unleaded solder, and we can put back leaded solder. And first foremost, take out this rubbish because it's looking nasty, yes, so it's burnt flax, and yeah, that's better to remove it. But anyways, I'll be back. Oh, if you can, please do like or subscribe. That's really helping me, motivate me to do more videos. And you've got over 420 videos at the moment, so about 400 videos with good content. So that would be, that would be your way to appreciate my work. And I don't know if you have seen, I got two distances on the board. If you've got it lying down on something that need to absorb the heat from the bottom to something else before it can absorb the heat on the board, yes. So make a small distance and then solder it on, because this way you need less heat transfer, yes. So I'll be back. Hello guys, so yeah, I'm back. It's a few hours past. Unfortunately I had to do other stuff as well. Yeah, well, I want to show you the stuff I'm working with, so I'll switch to the camera actually. You see the top one left is already done. Hello. So I've got a station. Its name doesn't matter. It's on a T12 tip, and you see how thin this tip is, yes? So it's a T12-951, whatever. Its max temp is 480. That's what's showing as a max temp. And that's what I'm using. I'm not using any hot air or anything. I'm just using this. It's a problem on the ground pad, of course, because it's a small tip. Yes, it's a small tip, but it doesn't require hot air to do it. That's a good thing. So you need to wait just a bit so it's heating up, or you can swap with a big like a chisel type of the tip, and then you can do it, yes, because that's what's making. But it is taking the solder off. And what you can do as well is you can increase the, how you call it, cut the size of the wick, yes, cut the size of the wick. But on the sides I prefer to, take it with this, and it doesn't make me any trouble. I don't need to use hot air or anything. That's a great thing about this. It's awesome. I'm since I start to use it, I stopped using hot air in this process. I'll cut it more. The wick. Cut off the wick. See, it's taking off. Doesn't make you trouble whatsoever, yes. But it's T12. That's the magic of it, because that's 70 watts, guys. I'm looking where I should not look, and I got a mess. Now on the ground pad, yes, on the ground pad you can use this bigger tip, which is a chisel, which is just better because it's bigger, so the absorption of the solder is greater. I don't know if this one, I don't remember if this one's taking, but I remember that I was changing to the chisel. But keep in mind, I've got this microchip, yes, microchip, which I'm using to solder HDMI. So it's no wonder that it doesn't wanna absorb the, the stuff from here. It's like, really? It's a small, tiny tip. Yeah, so then this is not even sticky or anything. Even if you touch this one, yes. Let's put some flux so it will visualize you better. Okay. You see, it doesn't melt because it's too big thermal space, yes? And this tip is just tiny. I'll show you again the tip before changing it. So you see, that's what I'm talking about. That's for 80 degrees, it's getting hot. That's why let's lower the temp. Yes. Now it's less. Well, it's going, it's 390 showing. So it's getting darker, yes? So that's, you know, that's a lot of heat for this, yes? Usually I'm using it for HDMI or those pads at the back of the QFN packaging, like this chip, yes? TDP158 or 621M. Now it's 300, so you don't see it that hot, yes? So you see, that's what I've done. But, yes, is it safe to touch? But when you use this chisel, or whatever you can call it, and now you get 480, then you get far better heat transfer, yes, and the same 70 watts. Okay, so it's going, it's 200 still, so it's not a lot. Oh, that's only settled to 200 degrees, so no, we need a max from it. Max, it's red hot. Red hot. Okay, that's 480. Okay. Now you see, now I can pull for it and it's going. Yeah, so that's mean, you know, the heat transfer is greater than on that one. Oh, now the wick is getting so hot I can't hold it. That's a difference in between those two tips. Okay, can let go. You can take out. Okay, I can clean it off. I'll lower the temp to 200. I'll clean it off because that's the huge temp. 480. If I would keep on going, then I would make it red hot again as I did the second one. What else do I need to absorb here? Nothing. It just take out this gunk out. I need to scrub it. I can't get it out. Let's scrub it then. So you see, iron station for 20 odd pounds from AliExpress. As long as you've got T12 tip, it's not great. Don't get me wrong, it's not great. It's not 100 watt iron station, so it's not the best, but can do the job. So I'm happy to, you know, I'm happy with this station, because I couldn't do TDP158, guys. Before this station I couldn't do it. I had to use hot air all the time, and it was a pain. It was a pain. Okay, I'll spray it one more time, and I can take the towel. You know what, I'll pause it, I'll finish it off, and I'll be right back. Guys, I'm putting solder on the pads and I've forgotten to unpause. I'm using how many degrees? 400 degrees at the moment on the station. Count. Place on one, yeah, that's the last one. And these. So no, not 480, not the maximum temp. Okay. I could change the tip to the smaller one at the moment, but nice blood. But I'm happy with the way it's going. Okay, I need to check. I'll check if it's properly tinned. If so, I'll leave the last blob at the center here. Too little. Oh, too much. I'll soak in because it's a lot, and I don't need to do so much because I know I don't need it that much. Okay, good. Yeah, it's slightly too much still. Again, I'm on 400 and not on the 400. Yeah, 400. So you can see how well it's soaked in. Yes, because that's leaded solder, so that's a bit less degrees to take in for it. Only 183 degrees melting point. Okay, yeah, that's roughly that's the amount I wanted. We need to only check because I don't see on those old pads if that's enough solder around, but the central is okay. I'll clean the tip, lower the temp, I'll clean the surface, and I'll be right back because I want to make sure that it's enough solder on those pads to not redo it again. Yes, so I'll be right back. So okay, it needed correction. I didn't like what was there. At the top there was one missing when I've cleaned it, and at the bottom there were several. But it's done and dusted, but I've done it with the bigger one, yeah? I didn't do it with a small one. Not with micro one with this, yes? So, yeah, I could do with that one, because I was doing it in the past, but I just try to use to only this size and work with TDP with this size, just to learn one, because I've seen people working only with this one, and it's fine. But anyways, I'll clean it up. I'll apply flux. I'm thinking about using preheater because that's the proper way. So I might be, using on the preheater. I'll install the chip and we can test it. Yes, I won't be doing it too long because I see it's 24 minutes already. So I'll install this chip and I'll be right back. As I said, I will use the preheater. It's growing the temp. I won't be showing you the process because that will take this video again for too long, and we as well need to, after installation, I need to make sure that all the 4 sides are correct, and once it's correct, I need to make sure that it's cleaned. Once it's clean, we can test it. Yes, so that will take us another few minutes. So let's see if that will help. Okay guys, I've got 85 degrees. I can switch it off. Yeah, I've aligned it well. I've ran across all the pads, pins, and with a solder, yes, and I've done them. So now I will clean it and I will start to assemble it. Yes, so that's it. That's pretty much it. Hopefully there's no more issue with this, and this will work in a first attempt. So see you soon. Okay guys, so I have it back. Need this HDMI cable, which is known good HDMI cable. Now HDMI out is the, oh, why the port is not sticking to the port, go down, because that won't work. Simply won't work if the port is not, yeah, it's port, the power mains port, I mean. And let's get the cable. Okay, so we did test the hard drive first. Well, I did test the hard drive first. Then I've seen that it didn't change. I've seen a lot of dust inside, so I said, okay, so the only thing will be either something shorted or will be the already starting, already booting. Already started up. Why? I don't know. Oh, the opposite way. So I know it's not a hard drive. I know it's not a... but I don't see a picture still. And that's not nice, guys. Well, I don't see a white light either. Now I see the white light. I pressed the button. And let's wait. I don't know why it's... okay, let me put this here. Can I add myself here as well? Add video capture, Cybertruck. Still no picture. I'm curious why. Don't use buffering. Okay, yeah, you can see me still, but we can't see the picture. And I did change the hard drive. I did change TDP158. I've seen under all 4 angles I've tested, and I don't know what else can be wrong. I've measured as well again those pins, those 19 pins on the HDMI port, and where it was the same reading as before. So why? Well, I moved the port, HDMI port. Will it do anything? Nope. I'll take it out. Okay. Put it back in. No difference. Let's put it to the HDMI. Let's put to the microscope. Okay, just for a test. Okay, so we see that the HDMI is working. So it's not a problem with my cable for sure. Put it back to the Xbox. Nothing. Okay, I'll try to press the button for the power. It's going off. Okay, I can try another hard drive. That's all I can do, because, you know, I did try, maybe the hard drive which I've tested was wrong as well. But I know, you know, that the hard drive I've tested was good because I was using it just a few days ago. I'm a bit confused right now, because if you did test the hard drive, if you did check everything and the Xbox is working in the proper way, and you know you did solder the new TDP158 chip, that's the old one, it should work. I spent like 2 hours on it. So Yeah, that's 30 minutes recording, total of 2 hours over. Okay, the last time power on, the LED is on. Capturing card. And all I can do really is to add the to just add, you know, to just add another hard drive. And if it won't work, I can take this board underneath the microscope, check all the connections, but I've seen on 4 sides no issue, everything is properly connected, like 1-to-1 on all sides. And especially that I'm struggling with one side because the distance from the filler, you know, here and the microscope is quite short, so I'm struggling with one side, so I need to do it like this, adjust, you know, zoom and so on, but I'm still doing it just to make sure. And I've got no picture. Okay, I'll pause it. I'll test it with another hard drive again. So maybe that's another hard drive. Weird. Anyways, be right back. Okay, we've got a second disk. I don't know if that will help or not, because I did try with one disk, which I know is a known good hard drive. Now it's a second hard drive. You can hear it spinning. But yeah, it's not working. So I know I did a good job with that one. Now I know that I did check for sure. I don't believe that both of the hard drives would not work. No way, Jose. So I don't know what to do with this Xbox now. I need to, guys, check everything again. Yeah, nothing. I need to check everything again. And if everything will be okay, I know those TDP158 are working because I've used 2 already, and I've got 3 in this batch, and then I've got another batch of only 2 of them. So yay. What else I can do? Because apart from that, to be true, that's all I can think of. I'll check under the microscope again. I'll check the TDP158 from all 4 sides. I don't know how UART is working on them, because then I could, you know, I could solder the UART and get it to the reading. Maybe it would find me one error because the older Xbox is working. So I would have to look for the UART. That's mean for the serial connection, TXRX, yes, transmission and receiving. Maybe I could get logs. Maybe I could find something, but I don't know if ever anybody did. I know that Stevie B was doing for 1 or 1S, but for 1X I don't know. So yeah, I need to make a research about that. And that's it, all I can do. So probably will be a part 2, but for now, that's it. It's a no fix, and I'm not giving up. I will let customer know that I did solder that one. It didn't help, okay, and that I will have one more attempt with it, but I need to make more research and double check, triple check now, because I double check myself after soldering, you know. So triple check myself as well on top of that, just in case, to be on the safe side. And if I will triple check myself and it will be fine, then what else can I do, you know, like what else? Plus I was using only 350 degrees because I was using preheater. I didn't have to use more. and it was melting easily, no problem whatsoever at 350. So I didn't use above the specification of the chip temperature, and that's it, you know, like everything. What else can you do? I didn't knock out any components, so that's what I've checked as well. I did check all the pins on the HDMI port, and that's it. APU should send a signal to the TDP158, and then there is this filter, additional filter apart from that. But that filter and those small two filters which are as well on the output, they shouldn't make any difference. So yay, that's an input, so that shouldn't be any picture. That's the output and nothing. Okay, so it is nothing, so it is end of the video then, guys. I'm sorry, but I don't know what I've done wrong or what is wrong with this Xbox, either or. I can't confirm yet, but I know I was really careful with it. Unfortunately, that's 2 hours of my time wasted, one TDP158 wasted, and customer is waiting, yes? So yeah, not a best scenario for anybody. Nobody is happy for the moment. So that's it. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that, hit the like button and or subscribe button, yes? But for now, that's me. See you in the next video, and if possible, let's fix them all. Take care. Bye bye.